Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel once again. So in today's video I'm going to show you some last minute greeting cards for make your Valentine's Day special. So if you don't have time or if you want to do something during last minute, you can do all these greeting cards. These are very simple even for beginners. So let's start with the first one. So create multiple heart kind of shape. I'm creating three first. You can do little bit of overlapping between two hearts as well, and then you can create a string. Now when it comes to the painting, I'm going to use all the bright colors like red, yellow and orange. So let's rub the pencil mark, and we are still able to see the mark of heart that we have created, or you can directly do these things with the help of watercolor itself. Now paint all the three hearts with different color, whatever you like. So I'm using red color for the first one, and I'm painting it in such a way that I'm keeping the negative space also at one side of the heart. You can keep this negative space in any side, but I'm keeping it at the rightmost side. So we need this shiny effect for sure. You can do a dry brush technique to get some color from that particular area as well. Dry brush technique means you can use dry brush and lift some color from that particular area and add more colors at one side. So I'm keeping darker shade at left side and I'm keeping the negative space on the right side, and then you can sprinkle some salt on the wetted area. So your sheet should not be too wet or should not be too dry, then only you can get some extra effect of salt in your painting, although it's totally optional. So if you don't want to use it, don't use it. Now I'm repeating the same thing for the second heart. This time I'm using orange color. And as you can see, I have painted everything, so I'm using dry brush technique to lift some color. So you can lift colors easily if your sheet is wetted enough. If your sheet is dried, then you need little extra effort to do this thing. Then you can put some more color on the left side to make it little darker, and then you can sprinkle some salt. So basically we are repeating the same thing with different colors or different hearts that we have. Now let's create one more. I'm using yellow color now to create this one, and this one is little bit overlapped with the red heart, so it's fine to do something like this. And let's paint this particular one also quickly, like we have painted red and orange one. So you can keep like this also, or you can sprinkle some salt as well. Now I'm using ball pen to create a string. You can use watercolor also to create these kind of things, but as I'm saying, these are the last minute greeting card, so I don't want to spend much time. So I'm using normal ball pen to make all these strings. So you can keep your greeting card like this also, it's totally fine, but I'm going to do something extra in it, so I'm keeping it aside and letting it dry for some time. Meanwhile, we can start with the second one. So for the second one, I'm creating again small hearts. These are very small hearts. You can keep little bigger, little smaller. Little inappropriate heart is also fine, because we are representing all these heart as a flower. So you can keep different perspective of hearts, little smaller, bigger, or different in shape. So something like this you can do with different colors, or you can use only one color. It's totally fine, totally up to you. You can create different versions of this kind of cards. So I'm using red color, yellow color, orange color, purple color, pink color. So whatever color I like, I'm using all those colors to create these small hearts. If you want, you can use a small negative space in these hearts as well. And then you can create a string. again you can use watercolor to create all these strings, or you can use normal ball pen also, it's totally fine. So I'm using normal ball pen to create these things without wasting much time to create all these fine elements. And once you're done with the string, either you can keep it like that or else you can add some leaf. So as I have told you, I am representing all these hearts as a flower, so now I'm adding leaves in between these strings. So I'm using one stroke leaves with the help of green color. I'm doing it, and you can do it with different color, whatever you like, or you can use different shape of leaves as well if you want to. So it will not take much time to do all these things. So I think whenever you have less time to do all these things, I think these are pretty much nice idea to create a beautiful greeting card for your loved ones. Now we are pretty much done with this particular one. If you want, you can add more leaves and more heart shape in between. Do it until you will get satisfaction out of your greeting card, and then you can write something. So I'm writing Happy Valentine Day. So you can use calligraphy pen to write something in here, you can use normal ball pen, you can use watercolor itself to write all these things. So whatever is comfortable with you, you can utilize that medium and you can do it. Now you can keep it like that, or you can outline few heart shape and create few heart with the help of pen itself in between. So I'm doing it. I don't think so it is needed, but let's see how it is looking, and you can do it like that as well. So we are done with this particular one. Now come back to this one. This one is dried completely. We can remove the salt that we have added once everything gets dried. Meanwhile, I'm adding few more heart shape with the very light shade of orange, yellow and red. So this is totally optional. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, but I want to keep a contrast between light shade and dark shade. So that's why I'm creating 3 hearts with the light shade and 3 heart with the dark shade. So you can do something like this. Again, this is not important, it's totally optional. And once your sheets gets dried, you can remove the salt that we have sprinkled, and then you can do some outlining in these hearts. Again, outlining with the help of pen is optional. Sometimes we end up having loose shape of hearts, so you can have precise shape of heart with the help of pen. So that's why you can do something like this, although it's not needed. Then you can write something whatever you want to write. So this time I'm using a ball pen itself, so it's not necessary to use calligraphy pen. You can do it with normal ball pen as well. So we are done with this particular one as well. Now let me show you one more version. So this one is again very simple. So create a little bigger heart shape. Take all your time to do it. So you can create a big heart shape in between your sheet, something like this, and then make it little lighter. So rub the pencil mark, and then outside the heart shape, whatever area you are seeing, just wetten that particular area slowly. So do not disturb the heart shape. So keep the heart shape intact and wetten the outer area thoroughly. So go back and forth multiple times and wetten the area. I'm not doing it around the edges, that's why masking tape is not needed. So I'm just going outer side of the heart shape. And once your sheet has wetted enough thoroughly, you can use different color to paint the outer side of the heart shape. So you can use whatever color you like. So again, I'm using all the bright color that I can use, like red, orange, those kind of colors. So you can use only single color, you can use multiple color in between, like I'm using red color, then in between I'm going to use orange color, yellow color. So mix of colors you can use. And because our sheet is wet, the color is spreading throughout the outer edge, and that is what we needed, and that is how we can avoid any hard edges. So make sure your sheet is wet enough and do it until you will get satisfaction with your color combination, and you can see the middle heart shape clearly. Now you might end up having too much water or too much color around your heart, so you can blend the color with the help of clean water, and you can lift some color with the help of tissue paper. So if you are seeing excess water or color, you can just lift those color because our sheet is quite wet. Now we can see the heart shape clearly. You can add little bit of color in the heart shape also if you want to, or else just skip this particular step. I'm doing it with very light shade of yellow and orange color. Then you can write something in between the heart if you want to, or you can write it here at the bottom. So I'm hoping this video is helpful for you guys, and I'm hoping you can make some beautiful greeting card for your loved ones. So hope you have liked this video. Please do let me know if you guys have any feedback for me, and thank you so much for all your love and support, and thank you so much for watching my videos. See you guys in the next video.